Yes, yes, yes. What's happening, Mervs? How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. That's good, bro.
Going, bruv. It looks like the team just shrinking, bruv. It's like we've gone from 4 to 3 to 2.
I know, man.
But
Mm.
do what we must. Loki episode 6, season finale. It was for
Mm-hmm.
all time, always.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know where to start with this one. We finally got to see what is happening
Yeah.
at the TVA, but
Mm-hmm.
also, and I guess some things that we thought were going to happen kind of happened, but maybe not in the way we expected it to happen.
Do you know what? Because I expected it to happen,
Yeah.
I was actually shocked that it did happen.
Yeah,
And it,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it just happened. It just in your face straight away. Like, yeah. So, yeah,
I
that
mean,
was. Yeah.
even from the beginning, like, so, because normally, like, I've been trying to, sometimes, you know what it was? I pressed play,
Hmm.
then I heard all the voices when the scene was changed. I was like, does that happen every week? And I just haven't been listening, like, very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, no, like I started to question myself, like
Yeah.
maybe that happens every week. And I was like, then I heard it. Then I heard a Kang voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I also look at the subtitle. I would watch everything with subtitles in it.
Yeah.
Everything, like
Yeah.
even if it's English, I watch it with subtitles.
Yeah.
So it said Kang, and it said something, and I thought, huh? That's weird, because like he's not been in the MCU before. And I
Yeah.
thought, okay, maybe I've just made a mistake. I'll question the man a little bit
Yeah.
later. Then we heard with like Neil Armstrong, we heard Nelson Mandela. I thought, okay, this is definitely new.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought, okay, cool. And it just went straight into it.
Yeah.
It went straight into
Yeah.
it.
Because it's funny you say it, because I only started watching it in subtitles halfway through because I'm like, no, this is a concentration episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I put this. So yeah, I would have been mad if I saw the subtitles at the beginning because it's straight spoilers for me.
Yeah, literally, I said Kang.
Yeah.
I said, you know, that it said Kang, and then like I don't want to say dot over dot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Colon, semicolon,
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I thought, no, that's a bit weird. Like, but then, like I said, just went straight into it, and I thought, okay, cool. We're still here. We're still looking to see what is in the castle. Who is it? The Citadel? Like, what's going on? And I don't know. It kind of didn't. For me, it didn't disappoint at that point. It didn't disappoint.
No, absolutely not. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just shocked because clearly he must have. I don't know when they filmed this, obviously, but you know when they were announcing,
Yeah,
to be because he's going to be in Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man and the realm of whatever
the
thing
quantum something. Yeah, but like when they announced him, so I thought, okay, like, and obviously people are doing all their fan art sort of pictures of him and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, you know, are they necessarily going to put him in something before that's ready? Because he already must have been Kang in this before he was announced. I don't know.
Yeah.
It must, yeah, you know.
Or it had to be something similar because that's what it was. And then even like, if you go back to different episodes, like there's different imagery that almost kind of looks like Kang. Like, but at the time I thought maybe, but you know, like everyone had their own fan theories and stuff like that. So I thought, nah, come on, like. But I thought maybe they're gonna try and start up for phase 4, whatever the next phase they're gonna be calling it. Like, and remember, I think we even mentioned at the last one when we said like, even when we talked about Thanos. Like before Thanos was in his mate, like before Thanos was made, he was in about 4 or 5, like, well, not before 5, it's a bit of an exaggeration, about 3 or 4 MCU films, just as kind of like, okay, we're seeing a little bit of him, we're seeing a little bit before he kind of been revealed as the big kind of baddie.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they would do. I guess I thought they were going to do with this. Like, you might get a little clip from behind, that was it. The next one, you might, might have something to say or something, but I didn't expect him just to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like they just went full circle with him.
Yeah,
like,
and
up until the end.
Yeah, and I know in this episode they did that thing where they don't actually say his name.
Yeah.
So it's inferred, like you know that he is going to be Kang at some point. So it's inferred that it is Kang. And then but it's not, no one calls him by that name at first. Do you know what I mean?
Because ain't his full title Kang the Conqueror?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he even refers to himself, I've been called different names, like this Conqueror. Like, you know, you're just easing it in gently, isn't it? Sort of thing. So.
And I guess for us, it's looking forward and saying, okay, well, what does this mean? Like, like I almost feel like, you see, when they were both arguing, Sylvie and Loki in there, where they're kind of arguing, and he said, whoa, stopped, and he kind of just almost brought the script out and read the script to them line for line. I was like, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I started thinking, like, is this all a thing that I almost feel like he needed this to happen? Like it was all pre-written. And I think Loki understood that, but Sylvie didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Sylvie was filled with rage, and understandably, she's been there since probably childhood. And this has been her kind of thing that she wanted to do. Where Loki was trying to be like, no, let's be clever about this. And she was like, you just want to be the leader. And he's like, no, seriously, this ain't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so they're already at like differences there, but yeah. And do you know what I found that probably made me jump as well when what's her name? Is it Miss Time?
Yes.
Yeah, when she just popped out, it just put like the baby jump off. Like it's like she weren't. Obviously, she's just still smiling and animated clock in it, but the way she was talking, I'm like, no, this is just your creep AF, man.
No, but did you not think that though as well? Like, because I know that was part of the fan theory. They were like, maybe she's the real baddie and all this.
We were saying that,
and then when she came in, I'm thinking, oh my god, it really is her. Like, this is weird. Why are we? It's just a clock.
And then she's like, you can have whatever you want. You can both exist together. Like, why are you going on like that for?
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, obviously she's a creep as well when she was working with Kang or the person with many names or whatever we're calling him. Do you know what I mean? And that thing, so it was a little bit like, okay, it's interesting. But I think it all kind of is like gearing up to Ant-Man, but also the multiverse of madness.
Oh yeah, blatantly. Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I think that is, which I think is a good thing. And I think Kel would like that because he always talks about Doctor Strange being one of his most favorite characters.
Yeah.
And I think they're all kind of gearing up together. And you look at Feige and you say, yeah, you've done it again, you smart man, you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And because I'm wondering with him being in Ant-Man, it must be something to do with the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Like definitely. And yeah, he's probably gonna appear in Doctor Strange somehow, I reckon. And like he's gonna be thinking, you know what, I need to fix this timeline, innit? Like, so I think there might just be some, I don't know, combination of all of them working together.
Or he likes the fact that he's created this multiverse.
Yeah.
So now there's potentially, like you said, when you talk about him with many names, maybe this is the part of it.
Yeah.
So maybe there's multiples of him at the moment. Do you know what I mean? In different timelines.
That's true. Yeah. And I'm also wondering, like, because we're getting Spider-Man 3 with all the different Spider-Men in it, like, could this be because of what? So what's the name? Sophie, in it? Is it Sophie?
Sylvie,
yeah. Because it's be what Sophie, like, because she basically, she opened up the rift in it, so everything's just a mess now. So it's kind of making more sense now that these Spider-Men are going to be there, innit? The different
because I guess at that point we're thinking, okay, but how have you created the Spider-Verse? Why is that? Do you know what I mean? What we're thinking, but that actually makes sense because now potentially you could almost start Spider-Man with all of the multiverses without having to explain the back catalog, unless you explain it for those that don't necessarily watch it.
Yeah,
like who haven't been watching the kind of Marvel TV shows.
Yeah, because obviously we left Spider-Man, and he's basically going to be on the run now, isn't it?
Yeah, because he's been with his identity.
He murdered Quentin Beck in it as well. Yeah. So like, that's mad, man. It's deep, bro.
Yeah, it's I think as a sit, but also I didn't like the fact that I didn't like the fact, like, obviously when he came back and like like I'm not really on this relationship thing between the two Lokis or two Loki variants there. Like, I'm dead against it, yeah. But then they were like, I don't know, man, it's the constant flirt of each other, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, obviously they lips, and I thought, what? Seriously? Like, I don't know, man.
Do you know,
like,
it's the concept. It's because it's embedded in your mind that they're basically a version of each other. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is. It's confusing me.
Yeah, it just feels like all kinds of wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, like, why are you lipsing yourself? Like, come on, man. Like, so, like, and obviously even Kang kind of looked like, okay. And I thought, like, in the background, he's just looking excited, eating his apple and all the foolishness, yeah? Then when she kicked him into the rift, I guess it is, I don't know what we're calling it, when he goes back, and then she turns around, and then, like, she moves on the table, and Kang kind of just stands there, like, do what you got to do. Yeah. Like, considering that he could disappear as many times as he was before, like, you go near him, he's gone.
Yeah.
That's why I think, like, he's like, okay, it's time to do it. Because I know what's going to happen.
He just knows, isn't it? Yeah, you ever knows.
And then when Loki then goes back and then he's running and he sees Mobius and he's trying to talk to him, Mobius is like, oh, you're a data analyst, are you? Like, I thought, oh, right, man, don't even know each other no more.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
So again, he feels like he's by himself.
Yeah, just basically that was his. Imagine he more or less kind of met his new love now.
Yeah,
Stroke himself, and obviously he's made a friend now, isn't it? And now that's just all like potentially gone again. He's just back on his own.
I think especially for him being somebody that is quite closed and didn't really necessarily want to engage with other people, like on that level, the fact that he has opened up himself, and then like what he has opened himself, he's kind of like, well, what's the point?
Yeah, not exactly. Right, it's mad, man. And oh no, the end as well, like the post-credit scene.
Yeah, that was the season 2 thing, isn't it? Season 2.
Yeah, that was. It was an anticlimax, but I wasn't upset about it either.
Yeah, that's it. I thought I wanted to see I want to see action. I wanted to see like something else that led me to say, okay, cool. When the next one comes out, whatever the next one may be, I'm excited for it. But for them to say season 2, I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, because almost I thought to myself, this is a lot of conversation episode.
Yeah,
it was like I'm fine with that. It was very conversation based and explaining how everything came to be and all that. And I thought, and that's why I thought it was, because otherwise it might have been like maybe an action episode.
Yeah,
and then they put Kang in at the end, like as the post credit scene. But actually they just threw him straight in there, and I was like, yeah, you're just gonna be there explaining, and obviously like we think he's dead because he's that easy to kill, whatever. But no, it's all part of the plan, isn't it?
All part of the plan. If you think, like, even when they were trying to, I can't remember what the word is, when they're stabbing each other before, they just disappear.
Prune.
Yeah, when they prune, they just go to another place. So I don't think that you've got the ability to kill him now.
Exactly.
So it was like season 2, but then again, I'm sitting some questioning myself. Okay, if there is a season 2, where does season 2 fit in this timeline? Does it come before any of these things? Like I don't know. It's just, I guess it's left me with more questions than answers.
I wonder if it will be after Ant-Man, but before Multiverse of Madness.
That's what I'm saying. It's mad because even the Multiverse of Madness, technically that was what Scarlet, yeah, and
Scarlet Witch
was all set up for, innit?
Yeah.
Like it was set up for the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So I guess they are bringing them all together, and I can't remember the timeline in the sense which one comes next.
Yeah, it seems like all these films are just running into each other. I feel like there's kind of two threads here. There's the grounded bit where like you've got what's his name? Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And that kind of tied into Black Widow, obviously, with Valentina at the end of it. And all that.
Or even the other way around, because technically it was supposed to go the other way around.
Oh, yeah. And then you've got this side of it where it's like WandaVision, Loki.
Yeah.
Strange. So I have a feeling that they're all going to be separate and then boom, just come together again.
Because they say, all right, well, we've got Shang-Chi, I can't remember.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi Legend of 10 Rings is coming out this autumn. Like I think the end of the summer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've got Eternals coming out this year.
Yeah.
Does Eternals tie into this? Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay.
It has to somehow.
Then we've got Spider-Man No Way Home. I think that's like almost before Christmas, just before Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Then we've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness coming out for 2022.
Yeah.
Then, see, this is what I was questioning. Then we've got Thor: Love and Thunder that comes out next year. Then the Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Then the Marvels. Then in 2023 we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh wow!
So that's why I was. Do you remember because that means that all of this stuff is happening, and maybe then the 2023 is when the big Kang the Conqueror is the Thanos almost.
For real. It's true, yeah.
Because that gives them enough episodes for them to tease different bits out for him to, I don't know, gain his strength or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, that's true, you know. That is true.
So technically, I guess maybe what you're saying is right. Maybe that part 2 would potentially come out before Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Or they deal with the after effects of it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah. Because I'm just trying to think how quickly they roll out these series. Like, well, I suppose Disney anyway. And I'm sure it's like potentially once a year. Like I'm even thinking about like things like Star Wars and that they just do like Mandalorian like once a year. Yeah.
Because it says on the thing, it says Loki season 2 to be announced. It doesn't say what date or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even realize Miss Marvel's still supposed to come out. Hawkeye's still supposed to come out. But they have tied this.
They're messing about, bro.
Hey, they have really tied up this world like a kipper, you know.
I just the thinking of it is just incredible. I don't
Like
know
it,
how they're doing
I
it.
think it's at now. Now when I'm thinking about it, you know, before you get one film every year,
Yeah,
I'm like, fair enough. Maybe one film every 2 years. Like I get it.
yeah.
There's a process. Now we're getting 4, 5, 6 stuff a year. This is madness.
And that's probably because of the delay, maybe. But still, it's like
Yeah,
I think they've got too many to come out anyway. So I think we're going to have a handful of films or TV series throughout the next three years at least.
yeah,
Catch up in it. So,
yeah. But on the whole, what was your kind of opinion of Loki?
do you know what? It definitely wasn't for me an action-packed thing. And again, I'm okay with that. It was very kind of Loki based on his whole kind of arc of Loki having feelings, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just getting from this kind of spot. I just want to rule the world for no reason. I don't care about anyone. I'm to really kind of exposing him about who he is, and that just probably took literally another version of himself to see
Yeah,
what he's capable of. It took a complete stranger that just, hey, look, I know you're this really crappy guy and all that, but hey, look, you can do better. Let's be like, and they're friends now, you know. So it's very based on his whole arc, really, of just
yeah.
liking Loki, in it, you know. But obviously introducing, just a segue for like, what's his name, Kang to come in and just, is he going to be the big bad of the next phase basically as well, isn't it? Or the next 3 phases. So who knows?
Yeah, I was like I said, you don't know. I beginning, no, I wasn't really feeling it.
Mm.
Because again, maybe what you're saying is right. It was very conversational based. It was
Yeah.
very much like you've got to concentrate on this kind of thing. And maybe I was expecting, I don't know, man, just like bam, bam, bam kind of thing. I think especially after, I think because this one we knew Loki to an extent. Loki had been in multiple films.
Yeah.
I thought where before when it was Falcon and Winter Soldier, again we're like, okay, we do know the characters, but I get it. Like it's about the arc. Captain America's died. Then especially with WandaVision, okay, cool. Like Wanda's overcoming all of the death of Vision and stuff like this. I thought Loki is going to get punchy. Then I thought, okay, actually, maybe because of where it happens in the timeline, like I get it. But even that, still a little bit part of me is like, okay, cool. If it happens, then what happens to Endgame? What happens to Thanos? What, you know, like, it was just too much. I was like, but I did, like, towards the end, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy episode 4 and 5. I think they were my best 2 episodes. This one, I think I was a little bit more expecting stuff, but I think the introduction of Kang saved that.
Yeah, it's true.
It saved it for me because I don't necessarily think Marvel have done, or the TV shows have done a thing where their last episode is their best episode of the series.
Yeah.
I think episode 6 or the last episode, whatever it is usually like a rounding off episode. It's not
simmering down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like, okay, we've reached boiling point, we're going to allow it the point to just keep on boiling. It's like the pot has boiled, we're starting to turn it down. It's just on simmer now.
Yeah. No, for real.
But I think it is a very good series and I enjoyed it and I would still recommend it. And I think over the summer, I will try to potentially go back and rewatch some of them, like knowing what I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And seeing like...
Yeah, you'll see it a lot clearer, aren't you?
Are there things that I didn't catch? Yeah, so I think that's my plan, really, to be honest.
Oh, cool, man.
But I think, like I said, if you haven't watched it, do go out and watch Loki. It's a very good series. Like I said, it's a little bit more conversational than action-based. And I think similar to like even how Kel was talking yesterday when Kel was talking about what's it called? Black Widow.
Yeah.
Like, although that was action, I understood where he was going with that. Because again, that was a little bit, it's more conversational as well as action, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's a different direction, but it's not a negative direction. I think we're opening up the MCU to a lot of people. And I think it's if you haven't got into it before, like Disney Plus is making sure you can get into it now, boy.
Wait, proper, man. Standard. Yeah.
But yeah, man, defo. Loki episode 6. I give it a 2 thumbs up, man. I like Loki.
Yeah, no, Loki. Definitely, man. Yeah.
Right. What's next for the MCU? So next for the MCU is
What If.
What If. Yeah. All right, cool. We'll make sure we will let you know how What If. And again, every week we come back to different What Ifs episodes.
Roll on, What If, mate.
Yeah, roll on. Yeah. All right, people. Love.
Peace.